flour. Nation's favourite, kids love it, parents love it. What's there not to love about pizza? I know there is a problem with flour at the moment. And moving forward, I'm going to try and bring some more recipes to you that don't involve flour. It's a shame because it's such an adaptable product. It's so cheap and normally easy to get hold of, but I know it is a problem at the moment. However, you don't need an awful lot. So in this recipe, we have used 8 tablespoons, and that's going to make 2 pizzas. So give it a go. Okay, so we're going to do just 4 tablespoons here, because we've already made some, and I'm going to put a teaspoon of yeast in. I have put a previous post on today to say we have got loads of yeast, so if you need any yeast or more garlic salt, then please just send me a message and we can sort that out, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, so we're going to mix it all in. Mix the yeast in to the flour, and you can see, don't need an awful lot here. And we're going to add warm water. It needs to be warm. It needs to be warm because yeast loves warmth, okay? Yeast is what's going to make the pizza grow, okay? So if you're thinking, why is she talking in this voice? Why is she talking to me as if I don't know what I'm doing? I want you to do this with your kids, and I want you to try and do it as a lesson. It ticks all the boxes. It gives them an activity to do, gives you a little bit of structure to, you get a pizza at the end of it. What could be better? So I'm just going to add a little bit more flour here, because as you can see, it's a bit of a sticky mess. So we just want to get the right consistency. Don't put your hands in until the right moment. What's the right moment? When it's sticky, it's not, okay? All the kids want to get in straight away, but if you can start giving it a little massage, again, put some flour onto your mat, help it stop sticking. This is the bit that we all love, the kneading. Okay, so you can just give it a good knead. I'm getting it in a bit of a mess on my hands, so rub it on. This is when flour is your very best friend. You can rub it on and then go back to your kneading. Okay, so you can see it's coming together now, and all this is, our dough, is flour, warm water, and a teaspoon of yeast. You can't go wrong. Okay, so you can see I'm really giving it a good squidge. So with my fingers, I'm really pushing it into the flour. If I'm just doing that, I'm not doing anything. So I really want to give it a good old massage. I'm going to put it back into the bowl, just to get as much flour as possible on it. Okay, and I'm squidging as I go. So you now have got a nice ball of dough. Put it somewhere warm, so put it into a bowl. Put it with some cling film over the top. This helps keep all the moisture in and helps it to do its bit of growing. I put it on the windowsill because it's quite sunny earlier, and this is one that I made earlier. So I'm going to put that one over there. So this is one, probably leave it for an hour or so. When you smell it, you can smell all that lovely yeast doing its job. So I have added a little bit of mixed herbs here, so that's optional. Oregano, thyme, whatever you've got. So start squidging it. And I know that this is ready now. This has probably been, because it's quick use, it's probably only been 30 minutes or so. Obviously the longer you leave it, the better it's going to be. So I'm now going to just roll it out a little bit. So again, kids, remember to flip it. The flipping it stops it from sticking. I'm going to make this nice and big, as you can see. This was the other half of the flour used, so I have only actually used 4 tablespoons here. So here we go. Make it any old shape you like. So we've got a nice rectangular shape there. So we've got some tomato puree. Sorry, this is passata. You can use passata or tomato puree, whichever you prefer. My kids prefer the passata because it's a bit wetter. So just a little bit, don't want to go too heavy because it's going to sink it. Get the back of a tablespoon, and I just want you to push it all the way out to the sides, like that, okay? You want to go as close to the edges as possible. There we go, adding more if you need to. Bit of baking paper on your tray. And then I'm going to very carefully pop it on. If you pop it onto your tray now, it's a lot easier. Imagine if you've put all your toppings on, lovingly prepared them, and then you're going to try and put it onto your baking tray. It's all going to fall off. So you've got it here in place. So what we want to do now, it's up to you what you want to add. So we've got a little bit of peppers here that we can add on. And I'm going to add some chorizo. It's up to you, down to personal taste. You can add some ham if you wanted to. You can make a tuna one. You could do whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 bits here. I'm going to get a little bit of garlic salt. As I said, we've got loads and loads of this, so if you want to come and get some, please do. So teensy sprinkle, less is more, definitely with the garlic, okay? And remember, the garlic, super good for our hearts. We need lots of garlic, okay? Last of all is the mozzarella. This is a very squishy, okay? I love mozzarella. So what you can do, add it on last because it's going to melt all over everything else. And you can just rip it up. If you haven't got any mozzarella, there does seem to be quite a bit in the shops at the moment, but if you can't get to the shops or you haven't got any, then use grated cheddar. It's absolutely fine. It really is this simple. So there is our pizza. Pop it into the oven for about 20 minutes on 180, and then you've got your tea made for you. I hope you like this. Please share this with as many mums, dads, anybody else that's at home going crazy. Share with me your ideas, your pictures. I want to see it all. So I'll see you soon. Thank you.